the amount of trouble I just had with YouTube Studio. Wow. Okay. Hello, everybody. I am here. Woohoo. Let's share my screen. Okay. Trilogy update comes out tomorrow, so I kind of waited for tomorrow, but I'm gonna struggle one last time. I'm gonna struggle one last time with this game before they make it easy for me. I mean, I'll probably still struggle, but I'll have a lot more assistance, which is good. It's good. But yeah, I'm not bright by any means, so I'm trying to move around so I don't feel comfortable. But you know, meh. Okay. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. Ah, I clicked the wrong thing. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Yes. I know what I'm doing. Not. You think I would know by now what I'm doing, but no, still struggling. Maybe is there a way that I can like automatically rig up my tweets and my Discord pings when I stream? I don't know. If there was, that would be easy. That'd be so much easier, but I'm old. I don't know how to do that stuff. So I do it ever so slowly on my own because I'm self-sufficient. Sort of. But yeah, I hit my finger on my desk. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm probably still not going to remember any of the character voices I did, but I've just turned Emma Sky into a Victorian child, so I've probably keep her as a Victorian child forever now. Because I know what a Victorian child sounds like. I can easily recreate that. Hello, sir. Can I have some more? It's hard work being a chimney sweep, you know. Well, that'd be good for the Great Ace Attorney. I could just give everyone the same voice. Everyone could have the same Victorian child voice. I've come up with an evil idea. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to finish the case today. I hope so. But I'm unsure because I still feel like there's so much that I need to find out. They haven't even told me what the SL9 incident is fully about. Like, well, there's a serial killer and everyone who was on the case got demoted or lost their jobs. Like, and they think they got the wrong guy. Well, can I get some more information? I don't know, maybe it will be helpful. But, you know, I'm just gonna get into it. Give it a second. Yay! Yippee! Phoenix Wright. I've got a drink, I've got an energy drink. I saved it this whole time. I've had it saved since last week. I've got apple and guava flavour, which is good because it doesn't really, a lot of energy drinks have like a sour kind of apple, but this is kind of like a fresh apple, so it's like yummy. So, but guava energy drink on their own, they're kind of bad actually. I don't know, I've never eaten a guava, but the few energy drinks that I have had that are just plain guava have just been kind of gross. But you put it with something and it's amazing, so I don't know. I don't know what they're doing at the guava factory. Trial former? Former? I barely even know her. 9:41? Fuck! I should have started 8 minutes ago. Oh, why is it always so close to the time every time? I'm so close to this timestamp, but I'm never on it. It's always like 10 minutes or like a few minutes off. We're in lobby number 2. But we're in courtroom 9, aren't we? No. How many lobbies to every courtroom? I don't know how the courthouse works. You know, no, I've made you into a Victorian child. I best have a sip of my drink. You are now a Victorian child. And you're gonna give me the plague. The throat plague. So what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. Apologise for yesterday, I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters now. So, how'd it go? I can't do it. But I can't remember the first voice that I gave her. So she's gonna have to default to Victorian child. When I get to Apollo Justice, it's going to be fucking over for me. Fucking over for me. I'm gonna die on the spot. I'm gonna fucking die. It's just as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't see capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. But, Lana, don't tell me you... Apples and pears up the stairs. I need to make it softer so I don't shoot my throat out. Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Sky. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belonged to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Bloodstained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. Hopefully he doesn't say, oh yeah, I just bashed my hand against the cactus that we also saw a similar blood splatter on. Hopefully he doesn't say that, guys. Hopefully he just says, yeah, I did it. What about it? And then the case is over. You understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall. First boy. We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Sky? What do you have to do, Mr. Wright? 24. 10 AM? Wow, 10 on the dot. What? Lobby 2 in courtroom 9? I just can't imagine them being near each other. In any way. But, alright. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defence is ready, Your Honour. The prosecution is... I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. That's not physically possible, is it? He could run very, very fast, like Sonic the Hedgehog. He could have got stabbed, ran really, really fast, car park, and then died. Boom. I've sorted it. We can all go now, Judge. What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. My duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now, that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. And that's supposed to be an admirable trait? Yes, it is, Phoenix. Fake it until you make it. Have you ever heard that statement before? Very well. The trial resumed. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. First witness, the prosecution calls. The Blue Badger. No, Edgeworth, no. The suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer? Oh boy. Things are getting wild from the get-go. I'm in like fucking peanut gallery up here, like somehow everyone's free to go and watch the trial. This is not a television event. You do not need to be like right? Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir. I am Officer Mike Meakin, sir. My occupation is that would be murderer, sir. So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You've got to believe me, sir. Actually, what we'd like to hear is, sir, I'm what you'd call part of the younger generation, sir. A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Help me, sir. Officer Meekins. Shut the fuck up. Yes, sir. Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order. Yes, sir, as you wish. After all, I'm a part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir. You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. Yes, we can. Crime report, sir. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life. Then I did it. After that, I passed out. Two another officer smacked me awake. They fucking beat you until you woke up, bro. That's crazy. Get up. Evil. Evil. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you. Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir. I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me right beside the head, sir. Very well. The defence may begin its cross-examination. What I need here is more info to work with. Oh, that's the Phoenix Wright way of saying, press the statements. Press the statements. No, it's not my normal duty. No, it's I don't even have to press the keys, I can just press these. Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir. Yikes, now there's a scary thought. Evidence transfer was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. Blue Badger? What the fuck's the Blue Badger? No one knows what the Blue Badger is, guys. Yes, sir. The lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. Ignore how it's broken. The paint is smudged and there is a fucking handprint on it. Just ignore that, sir. Just ignore the handprint that's been on it since day one that you can't test the fucking fingerprints off. Don't piss me off. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. buttfuck badger. Gee, sounds like a very important mission. After the award ceremony finished that day, there were many people running around. Then I had to relocate the blue badger to the evidence room. Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? Your mum, sir. Can't say that. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card. Am I right? Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck. So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? Oh. Fill it out, fill it out. There it is. I found it. This is one right here. Would you please read us the number? Yes, sir. It's 4989596. Huh? But the number 4989596 is shown as being used twice. Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated the blue badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. Yeah. Oh, I wonder what that really mysterious number, the 777777, the 7 sevens. I wonder what that number, that's gonna have no significance. Was during that second time one? Yes, sir. That was when I spotted the man on the security screen. I was only doing what I was trying to do, sir. I was only attacked. So you were attacked? Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir. A knife. Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you. What happened then? Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was. Not exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash on my hand. Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be. When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. I fought for my life, and then I fucking killed him. Mike Meekins, don't kill people. What exactly do you mean when you said you did it? I know I don't look the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him. You took his knife? I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. You see, he must have been desperate. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood, and then the next thing I knew... Yes? He punched me right in my face, sir. Then you did it. What, you disarmed him with a kung fu move and he punched you, so you clearly did not kill him, bro. I punched him, and then he punched me, and then I got knocked out, and then he dead. I did it, guys. What time did you regain consciousness? No offence, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Boom. One point to Mike Meekins. Proof nuke. Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that broke the witness, it was about 5:30. He hit me right in the head too. I woke up crying tears of pain. That's nice. Oh, I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. George! Why does everyone seem to hate him for no reason? He's ever so slightly incompetent, and these people are treating him so badly. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? Yes, sir, the blue badger, sir. I turned him to the entrance before things got out of hand. Well, we can all rest easy now. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honour. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? He's got a point. Yes, Officer Meekins? With regard to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Gant delivered to me this morning, sir. This fucking man, fucking Chief fucking Damon Gant. Do you know I got an advert for a clothes company yesterday on YouTube called Gant? Like, what the fuck? It's like they know. I don't like the orange man. I don't like the orange man. The chief delivered it. What is that? A videotape? Yes, sir. That's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. Contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room. What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape. I was told it had been mistakenly erased. That's quite a mistake. Just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. You and me both. You and me both. It's like communication with the police department is as good as ever. So you see, Edgeworth, there is no tape. It was mistakenly erased. Here you go, Mike Meekins. Here's the tape that's got suspiciously erased. Wow. Thank you, Chief Damon Gant. This is not weird in any way. Show us a video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word, murder, sir. It scares me. Video of a real murder? What are we getting ourselves into? The fuck-ass blue badger with a fucking handprint on his fucking face. How many times are we gonna watch this? Oh my god, he's got a 3D model. How fucking modern. It's like he's jumping out at me on the screen. Very good that he's covering his face with the flag so we can not see the guy. And Meekins got a 3D model too. Pog. I don't know if we're really seeing much of anything. Meekins dead. He's dead. He's dead. Detective Goodman, or whoever that may be, because it covered his face. Yeah, he's not dead, he's gone. Edgeworth is like us right now, like what the fuck? Why did you make us watch 2 minutes of the Blue Badger, bro? Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir. It's the Blue Badger, sir. Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? How many times are we gonna watch this tape? Hopefully it's not more than one. Tape seems to prove the witness did indeed encounter someone in the evidence room. Some sort of activity took place. Your Honour, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir, as you wish, sir. Mystery Man. Oh, woo, 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 woo. Mysterious girl. His face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do so. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. Maybe he didn't have any fingerprints. Maybe he didn't have any fingerprints because they got burnt off at the chemical factory. Have you considered that, Michael Meekins? With stranger things have happened. He's been taken to the chemical factory. Manfred von Karma set a precedent when he took Yanni Yogi to the chemical factory. Now everyone has to get taken to the chemical factory, every case. So, how are we sure that Detective Goodman didn't go to the chemical factory? He might not have any fingerprints. Whoa! Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to be Detective Goodman. Very well. Defense may begin its cross-examination. Where this cross-examination will lead. But everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Or I will just press everything. Boom. Gameplay. Clearly not. Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife? Sir, you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face. I believe I would be classified as the latter. The latter, but you were standing right in front of him, were you not? Not to the point, you're the person who fought him, aren't you? Oh yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see? Same. He's me! This guy's me! Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer. Still, I'm sure it was him. I bet my badge on it. You're like, why did you know? How did you know? And then Edreff's like, just listen to him, Phoenix Wright. It's like, sure. You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people as having seen or not seen it. Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it. What? Why is everyone looking at me? Try to label your stares as disturbing, though. Beacons. Eek. Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify. Yes, sir. Claim the man who brandished a knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you are positive it was him. About these lockers, is there no other way to open them? No, sir. I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir. And what kind of methods have you tried? The man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints. Then he must be the person the locker was assigned to. Exactly my point, sir. And this too. How do you know that information? I've heard rumours, sir, from people in the know, sir. People in the know? The workers in the department cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir. For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information for a more reliable source. So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. What if he has a twin with the exact same fingerprint? Woohoo! However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face. Sir, if I may say something, sir. Please do. After all, you are the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. Whoa. Mine set or stay can testify enough to this, sir. Yes, have a point. The footage doesn't lie. That is, unless the defence can find a problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again. Is there a problem with the security video? No problem, my friend. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell, I'm gonna have to fucking watch this fucking video 500 times. No. The blue fucking stupid badger. I'm sorry. there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Strange? This contradiction leads to the possibility that... What? Don't mind me. Don't mind me. The man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? This video contains such a contradiction. Interesting. Your Honour, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Wright? I propose we have the defence point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. Oh, Your Honour, I've got a suggestion. That Phoenix Wright actually shows us what the fuck he's talking about. Oh my god, that's such a good idea. You're amazing, Edgeworth. He would want me to point it out. He would want me to point it out. Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. Oh no! I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna save here actually. Right before they play that fucking video 50 times, before I realise what's wrong with it. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of. Point out a problem in the video. It's the first time we've ever had to do that. You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause a video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video. How did this guy ever become a police officer? Well, Phoenix Wright. This is a justified response. Because one, not only is that Blue Badger song really annoying, but also like, this is a video of him getting knocked out. Like, this is a video of him, like, almost being assaulted and then, well, almost getting stabbed. But then he managed to do, like, not get stabbed, but then he still got knocked out. I think he probably don't want to see the video 500 times, but that's just me. Probably wouldn't want to see a video of myself almost being stabbed, but... Alright, Felix. Just make Mike Meekins feel bad for no reason. Oh! Do. No, what am I supposed to be doing, mate? Can I point out the handprint? It's the handprint, man. The thing that's strange about this video would have to be, this. Hold on a second. I need to use my eye drops. Oh, I don't get it. Would you mind if I borrowed your eye medicine? Don't look at me with those blurry eyes. Before your eyes get too teary, perhaps you should think this through again, No. 500 times? I just want to point out that fucking handprint. Just remember one thing, Mr. Wright. Every time you point your finger, someone gets hurt. Says the one pointing his finger at us. I will now play the security tape for the second time. Show us the contradiction. I don't play it so many times because it's traumatizing and Phoenix Wright's fuck your trauma. We'll actually press like the button to pause it. Pause. Oh, the music still plays. Oh. Hold on. Hold on a goddamn minute. There's a paper that fell out. A glove. Boing. Fuck you. Wait. Oh! Oh, did I actually do it? Really? Something that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman. Oh yeah. I must walk right into Defence's trap. I'll place him under arrest, sir. Rats. I need to slow down and tackle these things one piece at a time. Oh, so I got something. Just remember one thing, I'm going to fucking kill you. Edgeworth, you've already killed one man. You've already killed two men. You've probably killed that other third man as well. With your Edgeworth knife. Oh, well, I got something. I got something. They said, this isn't the right evidence, though. Whee! Whee! I'm walking in now. Whee! The glove fell on the floor. Yes. The flag? You can't see his face. That proves it's not him, bro. No. He's not penalising me, so I can do this as many times as I fucking want. I hope you like the Blue Badger song. I don't. I want to torture everyone. What I'm thinking is the fact that, like, this, if I recall correctly. Boing. 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 Yes, glove fell out. Boing. Boing. Yeah. Do-do-do-do. Pause. Ugh. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Yes, that is strange. Something certainly seems unnatural about that. That's what I'm saying. I thought that in the first place, but what could it mean? Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Wright, but you seem to have forgotten the point. Ugh, fuck you, Edgeworth. Fuck you, Edgeworth. What is wrong with the video? It was there and it's not there, so... You know... Alright, let's fast forward this shit. I think it could be the time. Because he would have not been... Yeah, bro. Is it just a clock? Help me! Oh my god, I never needed the Trilogy update so bad in my life. I'm already gonna consult Google for this, because what the fuck am I looking for? Am I just not in a very... Bruh! Bruh. Bruh. I was halfway there. I was fucking halfway there, bro. Squidward on a chair. This is... bullshit, bro. Oh, I fucked it up. I'm gonna do it. Whee! That's a lot. Oh, he suddenly opened that one. It's the one he opened. Oh, I did the wrong word. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins. Sir, do you mean me, sir? As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. It's still playing. I'm in hell. I'm in fucking hell. I clicked the right thing, so I'm gonna say. What's what's funny is I only read like this bit. It says, click the locker and then click the fucking glove. All I clicked was click the fucking glove, mate. This is why I need the assistance mode. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean what? What old man do I have to fucking touch for this to work? And the light goes on. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Kinda didn't notice it. Because I thought he opened them on right at the end. I was not watching the video close enough. Because I was too annoyed by the fucking song. The light was already on. They probably propped it open. Like a cheeky little monkey. The victim reaches for the handle to open the locker. Let's rewind to a little earlier. Well, fucking hell, Phoenix. I can't deal with this fucking song any longer. Whoa, he's walking backwards. Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit. I'm lit. Boom. Precisely my point, Your Honour. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Rhodes didn't notice. Order. What's the meaning of this? Very simple, Your Honour. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered. And the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know. It must have broken down. Of course, I'm not expecting this. That's not likely, Your Honour. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction. Oh well, just got to show novices to keep their mouth shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honour, yes I do. It's that fucking glove that propped the thing open. Maybe something like jammed the system sensor? Something jammed the system sensor, say. Hello. Something jammed the sensor like a jam sandwich. Oh. Something else that seems out of place in this video, which I already fucking pointed out. Phoenix fucking shit right. I already pressed this fucking thing. I mean, I didn't notice the light, so that's partly on me that I didn't notice that light was on, but still. But I saw the other thing. This fucking sound again. The glove. Please watch closely. This is a continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Yes. Gotta fill in the blanks. That fucking handprint is still there. Piss me off. Boom. What's this? Something white fell out of the locker. Don't make me say it. But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are opened. I often fall out and roll great distances when I open my car door, sir. We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Inserted? Womp womp. I kind of missed the music, but not really. Boink. This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me. Like the objects would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Not only that, it would have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator. Yes, an insulator, but at the crime scene. There just might have been something that fits the description. But sir, by insulator you don't mean... I think I finally got this figured out. Will the defence please present what the fuck that thing that was looked like a glove that fell out the locker was? But wow, I hope there's no glove-like thing in my court record that looks like the glove that fell out the fucking glove fell out the locker. The thing that fell out the locker looked like the glove, and no, I hope there was no glove. What? I found this near the locker, a thin rubber glove. We can't be sure that was in the victim's locker. It has a tag that says SL9 incident. Oh, the video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. I'm lit. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins? Sir, it would appear so, sir. I wonder what the glove-like thing that fell out the locker was. I don't think it's a glove, no. I wonder what that screwdriver-looking object in the drawer is. I don't think it's a screwdriver, though. I wonder what's in the drawer with the screwdriver in. No, not the screw. Not a screwdriver. Felix Wright and the incredibly obvious items that are stuck in places. Saga. This witness stabbed in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman. Do not be misled, Your Honour. Me, Mr. Edworth. The defence has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video is indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Sir, me, sir. I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. Joke? Very well, begin your testimony. There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. When at the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. An ID card record, I see. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honour. As you can see, I was the one who murdered Bruce Goodman. What Edgeworth you call it? I murdered him with my Edgeworth knife. Put him in my Edgeworth car. Edgeworth, no! Peak humour, just adding Edgeworth to the start of words. I used my Edgeworth ID to get into the Edgeworth locker room, and then I got the Edgeworth knife and I stabbed the man, and then I got him into my Edgeworth car. Just before the crime, Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room? This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? Whoa! Special. I mean, I don't think Larry would kill anyone, but Edgeworth uses his Edgeworth knife in his Edgeworth car. Larry just, like, falls on top of someone with a knife in his hands. And he's like, oh god, what have I done? And you find out within 2 seconds. Because he's really bad at hiding it. Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. Boom! Phoenix Wright joke. There are only a few cases up for transferal there, most were cleared up by noon. Right, I see. Now let us move on to the cross-examination. One of those cases was the SL9 incident, which has nothing to do with the case. What? I need to look at my evidence. You wrote his name? Oh, I don't know how to write my number down, mate. Yeah, he ended at 514. No guarantee that he had his ID on him. Found on the fucking floor. Like, hold it. Hold on a minute. Yes, it was found on the floor. If it was over there, then how could he use his ID? Crazy, mate. Crazy, mate. I'm gonna press it first, because I might be a bit ahead of it, or I might just be on the wrong track. So, like your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you? Yes, sir. Solid as stone, sir. My hand wasn't wrapped in bandages. I'd even give the V for victory sign, sir. Didn't he just use his right hand? Let's hear him out fully. 15. One never knows what he might say until the very last second. Is that card hanging from your neck one of those ID cards? Ah! Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuff, sir. I keep it here so I won't ever forget it. What if someone were to steal it from you? Keeping it out in the open like that? Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. I remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of the car? Well, the remaining times it's my ID card that gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me. Maybe I should just leave this one. At any rate, each police officer has only one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. Please proceed with your testimony. I agree, I'm the judge. Let it be noted that this is the record the witness is referred to. Let me see. Yes, that would be a Detective Goodman. What's the matter? According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here. So it is, Your Honour. Not that prosecutor again. Hey, maybe he's behind all this. Being a prosecutor, he could hide the evidence. He fucking killed everyone. He fucking killed everyone. Edgeworth fucking killed everyone again. No! Edgeworth, no! It would seem the inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today. I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, it must be so difficult for him. Edgeworth is like, what again? Get me in trouble again? Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir, he didn't show me any ID card, sir. Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. Maybe you just panicked. Saying some contradictions, let's point them out. Mr. Wright, what do you think? I'm confused. What? The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this. You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we've got. I think it's this statement. I think it's this one. He didn't have his card. Yes! I'm so clever. I got what it takes many people to get in 2 seconds and in 5 minutes. Yippee! Wait one moment, Officer Meekins. I'm not good at waiting, sir. I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. It's like fucking smug demeanour. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. Your Honour, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. A lost item report. It's only half completed. It shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess, you believe this is something to be his ID card, right? I can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. Naughty. Order, order, order. So now, what does this all mean? It can only mean one thing. Doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but the man who stole his ID card. Order, order, order. Does the prosecution have a response? I have only one thing to say to the defence. Bravo, Mr. Wright. Bravo. Allow me to summarise the defence's argument. At 5:15 PM on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. It's gonna be like, so yeah, he was at the car park and Lana did kill him. And I'm like, damn it! Fucking goddamn it! First, the locker in the evidence room is already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes. What's he up to? I know what he's up to. That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. Well, I guess that's right. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. This isn't going to end well. Well, well, it seems you finally realised exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. The defence has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place. At the police department, at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So the real crime can only take place at one location. The underground parking lot. The prosecutor's office. The murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used her murder weapon. Your Edgeworth knife. To use your Edgeworth knife and put them in your Edgeworth car. Yeah, I thought this was getting at. It's like, fucking idiot Phoenix, right? Like, you just proved this shit, bro. I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? I would assume that is probably Marshall. I assume that's like Jay Marshall. Where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only a murder of Detective Goodman. Just so, Your Honour. Mr. Wright, you have to do something or else Lana. What do I do? How am I supposed to get out of this mess? And Mia's like, Phoenix, just bullshit. And he's like, oh, yes, I will do that. Objection! One moment, Your Honour. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. Ignore that fucking fabric that weren't there like 2 seconds ago. Right. It's the there. Just ignoring that shit, man. However, it cannot be said that it's unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large trace amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defence demands further examination into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edworth. Yes, Your Honour. This court were to examine this further. Other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honour. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. Well, I'm gonna call one up then. Boom! Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand and fucking butcher the southern accent. Mr. Wright, do you mean? Your Honour, defence would like to request a specific witness. Oh, whom do you have in mind? Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name, before deciding whether or not to comply. Very well then. Mr. Wright, the person you'd like to have testified, what is his or her name? Select the profile picture. Damon Gant. Select the profile picture. Mike Meekins. He's already at Perth Phoenix, right? I want to talk to him again. The most beautiful woman in the world. Ooh. Well, I want to be a cowboy, baby. I need to have a drink, my throat is killing me. This dude. Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? I don't have to know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel like we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defence's request. He was responsible for guarding the room. We should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Very well. We'll take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Well, subpoenas. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? We will, Your Honour. Court is now in recess. Lunchtime. Woo! Yum 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 yum. 11:32 AM. Almost. It's almost lunchtime in the Ace Attorney universe. I ate porridge for breakfast. It's really unrelated, but I ate porridge for breakfast. I'm still hungry. I'm gonna have pasta for lunch. And I'm gonna make couscous for dinner. I am making a chicken stock. It is currently on the stove. Just simmering away. I'm gonna use chicken stock, some peppers, and some tomatoes. And I do couscous for dinner. Yippee! Woohoo! I'm hungry. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. Seems you figured everything out. I haven't figured anything out. Maybe not you, Phoenix Wright, but I've got it all figured out. Anna, you're the one who knows everything. You always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright was trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Hope I'm not interrupting your family beef, guys. It's me, Gumshoe. Oh. Guess I am. I'll come back later. No, Gumshoe, come back! Come back, Pookie! I love you! Got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Sorry, detective. You better be, pal. Hey, 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 hey! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky. That's okay, so have you brought what I asked? Oh, you mean this, right? My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. That's not fucking illegal in any way. I'm sure that's totally above board. Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Can I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. The SL9 incident? Finally, it's happened. Finally. That's so good. Finally. But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Yeah, you might do well to read them. I can't believe you, the chief prosecutor, were a witness in that case. Sky was a witness. Joe Dark. Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with the serial murders. Oh what, now that I brought you stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma, but why? Why is your name in here? What? My name's in there? I don't know, unless... No, it couldn't be... Lana! This SL9 incident, is that... That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings. The Joe Dark? No, Lana! That's over with! No! Oh wait, she ran away. You know what? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out here. Jake Marshall, Angel Starr, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth, not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. Can't be just a coincidence. Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. Better take a good look at this file. Look at this file! Finally! Finally we've got some fucking information on this fuck-ass incident. Finally! I've been waiting for day 3. Until day 3 trial latter for this. February 24th, 12:14 PM. District Court number 9. Aw, that's lunchtime. I want to eat. Yum yum yum. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. I didn't come back. Oh yeah, she's fucking traumatized it seems. I mean, she's seen something that's triggered her and her trauma response is to run away. Pretty sure. Are you shocked, Phoenix Wright? Phoenix Wright does not understand trauma. This is what I've learned from playing the game. He does not understand. He does not understand a single fucking thing about people's emotions and how they process them. Not very Phoenix woke of you. Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. Who totally wasn't dressed up as Detective Goodman or shit. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh no, I'm gonna fucking talk so much as him. I'm gonna kill myself. But I do love his theme. So, his hype. So I forgive him for that, but my throat is already kind of shot. How am I gonna do this? Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a wanderer. I'm just a man, same as you, wandering the trails of civilization. Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get it. Oh, I know, you're a patrolman. Go. As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out. To be exact, it's State Marshal, you know. Howling wind? I've never heard Edgeworth described that way before. Now, Mr. Marshal, let me ask you something. You're in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place. Is this correct? According to the papers, partner. What do you mean? Desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up. Maybe it's best we get on with this quickly. Please share with us your testimony on the day of the crime. In plain old English. No. No, I will not. My job is to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day. That ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at a street-side saloon at the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man. See if you're out of ammo. It's time I hit the trail. Yeah, I didn't do my job. What about it? I can't say I particularly care for your attitude. I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems? I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke? What does that mean? Like you knows about those. Cowpoke? Poking the cows. Beep, beep, beep. Yes, well, what about the fingerprint activated locks on the evidence lockers? Fingerprint activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those? Not being very helpful. He's not that good for machines or with following orders. Everyone's got their weaknesses now, don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? This one seems like trouble. Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours. Great. Bone orchard. Boner alert. Boner alert. How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room? I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still, even time dies in there. I was just a caretaker who interred the recordings. You interred them? Videos and nothing aren't that useful. When the time would come, I'd erase the tape. Nothing unusual is recorded. Tapes are to be erased every 6 hours. Each time I'd erase a tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life. I was a flair for the dramatic, but it's not going to do him any good. So in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room. I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but fuck that shit. No, delete the tapes. Blue badger in front of the tapes. Go, nothing's happening here, it's just a blue badger, guys. Nothing's behind a blue badger or anything. Like, these last few tapes have only got the blue badger in. What? Best delete them. You made your rounds on the day of the crime, right? You heard a word I said, partner. I told you that ain't my style. Afraid I don't understand. No desperado I know lets rules get in his way. No desperados I know joined the police force. So, Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime? Just between you and me, I didn't set foot in the evidence room that day. There was a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that? Sorry, pal, I can't say I do. I haven't been in that crypt in weeks. That's a lie! That's a fucking lie! I probably got to present that, but still, present on that. You used to be a detective, so you used the evidence room in the past. You used the evidence room. Of course, back in the day, my locker was a gold mine of evidence. Yeah, you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism? Sorry, partner, I ain't good with machines. I couldn't even tell you how a bike works. Quite incredible. I mean, I've heard worse things. I can't ride a bike. I don't know how to ride a bike. So, I don't really know much about how they make the mechanism either. You push your foot on a pedal and it goes. That's all I know. So, you know. Sensors on the locker handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence. I mean, you mentioned that Detective Gumshoe said something like that too. At any rate, it doesn't seem that this was relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what happened when you... If I remember right, I was at the fucking pub. I was at the pub. I was having a whiskey. Can't be having a whiskies on the job, mate. Go. Stop there. Stop drinking your whiskies. What are you doing in a place like that? I was eating spaghetti. Not even Angel's steak lunches can beat that Potler's Mongolian sepia pasta. You need to tell us you abandon your police duties to eat some noodles, actually spaghetti. No, not all desperados eat tacos, partner. What I meant. But this has at least taught you a lesson. Strange. This is usually where Edgeworth says, "Do you not want to raise this year?" Oh. Suspicious. Out of ammo, Officer Marshall. Right, partner, or as you'd call it, evidence. If you plan to pin me to this crime, then you better draw. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west to the sunset. Nothing seems clear. Despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room, the witness doesn't appear to have seen anything. Texans don't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that. Apparently your superiors don't. Okay, I have a trump card in my sleeve. Alright, so maybe it's the last one. Bro's like, I have not done anything, bro. I'm innocent. If you think I've done if you think I've done something, show me the evidence. I will show you the evidence, and he'll be like, and the judge will be like, kill yourself, Phoenix, right? I'm like, excuse me? Boom! Oh. Presented on the right statement. Boom! Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is you being called in to testify like this. After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime. And yet you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner. Go. I need to stop doing that every time he does it, but I can't fucking help it. I can't fucking help it, because it's just fun. It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene. Or to be exact, a handprint. Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects, that is. I make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there. I only wish it were, officer. I'm gonna drink. Oh. Do not choke on your drink on the stream. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood. Well. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Your blood-stained fingerprints were at the crime scene. The blood was wiped away. However, the luminol test clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall? It seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders. I smacked the cactus. I wanted to pet the cactus on his head, so I pet the cactus on his head, and I started bleeding. I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall. About the blood-stained fingerprints? Very well, you may begin your testimony about your fingerprints. Found at the scene of the crime. bloodstained fingerprints. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place at the bloodstained handprint. Bruh. The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. The bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See, I had nothing to do with it. How do you know he was wearing gloves? But this is explanation appears valid, although there's room for doubt. Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. This guy's hiding something and feel it. Now's my chance to prove it. Press everything. I don't recall them saying he wore gloves. That's because you, how do you put it, pay your respects once a month? Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. That locker happens to be mine. What? What do you mean? I mean what I said. Was it the clock? That's the locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams. It's strange if my prints weren't all over that locker. And date was never removed from that locker's from him. He's been using the fingerprint all this time without ever knowing it. Oh, updated. Ooh, 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 ooh. Say now. It looks like a hand. Whoa! Oh, we don't have the thing that was in the locker. That's a shame. That would be so much fun. I'm not gonna press that. I'm not gonna present that yet because I don't want to watch that video unless I can. So then, what about the bloody handprint? Wasn't mine. It's no mystery. Please explain. My locker is covered with my fingerprints. It just so happened that they put the handprint on where my fingers would be. Crazy. The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1. On the contrary, one could argue just the opposite. The chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get one thing straight, partner. I don't think he can. You ain't gonna get no reward from me with a mere fingerprint. You wanna know why? They're completely unrelated. Related? They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. One's got to do with breakfast, while the other's a type of murder. He's right. Although seemingly alike, they're totally different. Let's see what homosexuals, homonyms have to do with this. Oh, didn't you know that the murderer was wearing gloves? How do you know that? I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports. There was a bloodstain at the scene thought to be left by the murderer. Right, oh. Found on Detective Gumshoe's locker. However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint. Oh yeah, I think we tried that too. So that would mean the murderer wearing gloves happened to place their hand on top of a large fingerprint. That's the only logical conclusion. Are you starting to get the picture, partner? The picture? This seal of blood in the desert is just food for the buzzards. There's only one reality, and that's this. I didn't shoot my shot too early, bro. So as long as my trail isn't in there, you can't say otherwise. Hey! This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully what you're going to do. Bad it wasn't me in that video, right, partner? Why would you say that? Why would you fucking say that, bro? What do you mean by that? You want to tie me to this crime, isn't that right, partner? If so, that video is the only direct evidence you have. That video is next to useless, it's full of blind spots. Blind spots? Places you can't see. The camera's panning back and forth, the floor isn't shown. I know what to do. I know what to do. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, they could leave the room without being caught on tape. I know what to do. We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright. Well, Mr. Wright, if you can show us evidence in this video that indicates yes, 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 yes. Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall. Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you'll be the one making a mistake. I'm excited. Oh, this one will penalise me. Whee! 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 Yippee! Whee! Alright. I was born to do this. Boom. Bringing your attention back to the security camera. See, I also did that one earlier on. Right for process, wrong time. It's a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall. The days are short in Texas, and so are tempers. Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less? You were there. You fucking idiot. Okay. 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 Add another okay on there, make it 8 words. Why am I tracking going so weird? It can clearly be seen in this video. Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner. He lies in a certain locker shown in the video. That locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe. Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. Mike Beacons is fucking dead. He's fucking dead. It would do such a thing. Oh my god. Where'd that cloth go? Oh, the white cloth. It's gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall? When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away. Boom. Order, order. Proceedings, hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was open? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. Edgeworth's locker, you a fucking idiot. The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened a locker and stuck it in. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine. Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man? Because you're a fucking idiot. This guy isn't just playing dumb. He really doesn't know. He's really fucking stupid. I hate to rain on your parade, but the only person who can open that particular locker. Oh yeah? I call your bluff. You say I opened that locker. Now prove it. Well, fucking easily, mate. Woo! Take that! Fingerprint sensor. Talked about this earlier today. Locks can only be opened by the detectives they belong to. What kind of crazy talk is this? Well, Detective Gunshin did mention something about this. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force who don't know about the fingerprint locks. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? I only got 1 word for you, partner. No! Oh my god, evil. I can't tell if that's like what they call it, like chewing tobacco or something, or if he's just eating a stick. Or is it jerky? What the fuck is he eating, bro? Or chewing on? I'm just gonna say he's chewing on a stick, because it's funny. If this is a joke, it's the worst I've ever heard. I assure you this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime. Ole, please answer the question. Now, bullfighter? That's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here. We can? Have a look at these floor plans. He just crawled on the floor, bro. He went, ooh. Yeah, Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall. That's so then. Where was the witness? Seems Mr. Wright has an answer. That's right, the only possible conclusion. He was crawling on the floor like a little freak. I'm sorry. That's it. Take that! Officer Marshall was standing right here. So Officer Meekins should have noticed him standing there. That's almost as credible as Meekins' walk theory. Your chamber's empty, Pine. I better reload. Now they're ganging up on me. Perhaps you should think a little more about where Officer Marshall was. Oh. What the whole point was it's him? He's like, I'm in the corner. I'm behind the blue badger. Because the blue badger. Wow. Officer Meekins should have seen him in the evidence room. That means the only place he could have been was crawling on the floor like a little freak. There, because that's where the badger was. Officer Marshall standing right here. So Officer Meekins should notice him standing there. That's almost incredible. Ooh. Kill yourself. What? Wait. Am I stupid? He was... Right behind him, right? I'm an idiot. Oh my god! Oh lord! Oh no! Reload, reload. Where was he? Dead. He's dead. He was dead. Am I stupid? Am I stupid? I'm trying to figure out what they want me to do. Like... Oh, that's supposed to be... That's supposed to be Meekins, and that one's... Am I a fucking idiot? Perhaps I am. Perhaps I am, guys. We all know that I am. We all know that I am. He's standing right here. There, but that's where the victim Detective Goodman was. I got you confused. I just thought he was said cake because he whipped out a knife on him, bro. Unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Right thought process. Very stupid at executing it because I'm an idiot. like he is Goodman. Chooses Meekins. Wow. It was you dressed up like Detective Goodman. But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he'd know for sure. But he didn't. May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his ID card, sir. And he fucking got a knife out on me, bro. Because that's what an innocent person does. Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why did he just show it? Yes, he would have needed it into the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it. Unless the man in the picture did not look like him. Boom! And the answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card. Oh, I get it. If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realised the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall? I'm eating my stick. You got quite an imagination, partner. We got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence? You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim. Can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition. I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. Oh, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence proving the officer had adapted? Well, I don't have anything like that. I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the dessert heat. Go. Stop drinking in the courtroom. It can't be happening. It's so obvious he's the one. What can I do? Edgeworth. Help me. It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to you what someone told me as I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics. Thank you for the hint, Edgeworth. I love you. Kiss, kiss, kiss. To me, that would be what Mia used to tell me. Phoenix! Bullshit! Phoenix Wright, you need to bullshit. Try thinking outside the box. I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise. Why do you think this locker was opened in the first place? What do you mean? There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later as it has been. He didn't originally plan to open his locker. On to the defence's argument. Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then after the crime was committed, the fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that he opened it in order to put the cloth inside. So, just what exactly is this piece of cloth? Perhaps the video is the key to all our unanswered questions. I know what it is! I know what it is, bro! It's the fucking counter! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The pain. Need to rewind. Sometimes I just want to rewind. Sometimes I just want to rewind. For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room, though I don't know to what end yet. However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood. A bloody white coat. You couldn't just walk out like that, so you hid the coat in your locker. Not bad, partner. Not bad at all. Some loud-ass plane outside. Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth? Looks like I underestimated y'all. Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, if you were only half as persistent then as you are today, We all wouldn't have had to be here now, would we? Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it. Alright. I was eating spaghetti. And then I went to the evidence room, and I pulled a knife out of Meekins, and I put the coat back in the locker, and then I ate some more spaghetti. Yum, yum, yum. It seems the time has come for you two to lip sync for your life. I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I sold the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out and managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. People would figure that out, dipshit. So the supposed victim was really you. But there's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's the donor. The boner? The boner? Whoa, boner alert. Sorry. I was having so much fun yesterday. Watching the wife pull, and every time we pulled a certain character, or well, she pulled a certain character, and I like she shared it, I just kept saying boner alert, and it's just been stuck in my head. But how else are you supposed to respond to a very well endowed spider giantess other than boner alert? Like, come on. That's the only legitimate response you can have. I'm just saying. My confession. I was there, yes. Oh yeah, I was here. Cute. When you say itch, you mean you even have to ask, pardon? It's a 9 incident. 2 years have passed since that case was closed. Going to completely end with the transferal that day. Not if I have anything to do with it. That incident's not over. Hello. What did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room? When a case is closed, only that case's lead detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine. Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it? Well, I think we should read the file. Maybe. That day was my last chance. That's why I... We didn't read the file. So it's going to be in the file, obviously. Whoa! Crazy, mate! Crazy, mate! Yeah. All the idea. I'm doing okay. My throat's a bit sore, but I think it's partially because it's so cold. It's just need a lot more hydration because the cold air is drying my throat. But I've got like 6 beverages on my desk right now. 6. I've got half a can of energy drink. A quarter of a bottle of water, 2 full glasses of squash, and 2 other bottles of water. So I should be fine. 6 beverages. Trying to solve world first. Trying to solve my own first. Wham. Womp womp. No amount of beverage is gonna cure my first. Boom boom. I'm sorry. If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transfer, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere. But you're gonna be arrested for that now anyways, you dipshit. So you did it to fool the security camera. And the detective's ID card. I stole that the morning of the incident. Go. Oh, I'm just like Jake Marshall. I've got like an endless supply of beverage. Like, how much whiskey has he got in that fucking flask? I'm assuming it's whiskey. Because what else would you put in a flask? You're just gonna put water in it. That would be lame. It'll be whiskies. This is a cowboy, baby. Some good bourbon. Mmm. Yum, yum, yum. I returned his ID. I left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot. But we found it. He dropped it on the floor. He dropped it on the floor and we went, like, he dropped it on the floor and walked off 2 seconds later. We were like, ooh, ID card. Yippee, bonus. Right. So he basically just dropped it on the floor and we picked it up straight away. That's fucking hilarious. So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, partner? The fingerprint activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Unless you get taken to the chemical factory and you burn off your fingerprints. Come on, Karma, no, don't take me to the chemical factory. I'm changing you to the chemical factory. No fingerprints for you. No, my fingerprints, ah. You can change your fingerprints. It's called fucking chemical factory. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that locker yourself. But he could because a rubber glove just happened to get stuck in the door. That means Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. Wasn't expecting Officer Meekins, I knocked him out. And well, you drew a fucking knife on him too, but still. You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off. Let's just say I was a little surprised. Is it the same knife you're cutting your fucking beard with? That's disgusting. We need to take that into evidence. Stop getting your fucking beard pubes on the floor. It just keeps leaving a trail of beard hairs everywhere and it's disgusting. Don't like it. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time. So Meekins certainly is a one-in-a-million type of person. Staking a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID. I'll have to think a little more about his race this year. Dedriff gets so much influence. Anyway, he threw himself at me. Whoa! That's hot. And I ended up cutting him slightly. I'm sorry it had to turn out that way. For me knocking him out and everything. By the way, what happened to your knife? Oh, you mean this one? I knew it. I don't know what to say. So you knocked Officer Meekins out and managed to escape. I knew what cherries I wanted to call the camera. I crawled on the floor like a little freak. Well, you could move the camera to leave one way and then run. Well, I just like to think he crawled on the floor like a little freak. Because the camera wouldn't pick that up anyways. So, you know. Crawl on the floor like a little freak then. Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. I didn't think it would make a difference though. Security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, you bloodied your coat in your struggle with Officer Meekins. If someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there. What was Officer Meekins doing during that time? What else? He was sleeping like a baby. I knocked him the fuck out. I knocked him the fuck out, so he was not doing anything. What are you saying on that day? There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at all. But I'm still here. The blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place. What are you, blind? The victim shown on that tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner. So you stole the evidence from the locker? Actually, no I didn't. Why not? When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone. What? Mr. Edgeworth, where is that evidence? Still missing, Your Honour. What? Do you think you could have lent it back? Already empty. Someone else stole the evidence. Except for that fucking jar. That fucking fucking shit vase that we had to put together. I struggled with. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing? Fire away, partner. It's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer. How did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID, injuring a police officer. This is no small offence. Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. It can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary. Salary cuts are ever a valid solution. Like I said, this isn't your case, this one is mine. And I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with. The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more. I just can't forget the SR9 incident. You know why? I'm gonna just present this straight away because I think pressing it is just gonna say, what do we know about the SR9 incident, eh? You know? We know why. We know why. We looked at the files 2 minutes ago. Boom! Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident. Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner. I have the SL9 incident file here. The name, Marshall, is mentioned in here. In a list of murder victims. Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man? Neil Marshall? Yeah, I'm sure you've heard the name. 2 years ago. Fucking scary orange man jump scare. He received the same lousy prosecutor award you got. What? A prosecutor? You must be talking about the King of Prosecutors Award. Add that photo to the evidence, so I didn't see it. Quickly. Now I remember, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did. That's right, he was killed, and the case fell into your hands. But what's his relation to you? He was my brother. Why you got like zigzag parting? You look better without that hat. Even though you've got kind of a big forehead. You should keep the hat off all the time. Just take it off forever. It was investigating the murders with Damon Gant, the then Deputy Chief of Police. Bruh. Oh, it's that guy in the photo that we that I totally didn't say was going to be relevant. That one other guy that we've never seen. What? It was him the whole time? The mysterious fourth man? We were desperate to prosecute the killer. Ooh, creepy. Joe Dark. He does look a bit creepy with his eyes. A bit creepy, right? Creepy people. My brother thought Darkin was killed. That was the first time Dark left behind any evidence. That was all we needed. He was arraigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed. At least, according to the public records. What do you mean? My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight. And that's it? That's your reason for your insane actions? There's more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me. Well, at least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime. That was the last day the SL9 case could be reopened. Not satisfied with its resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence. Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Officer Deakins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled. Yes, this mystery is finally being cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day. The things that happened by chance never cease to amaze. At exactly exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office. This fake murder was going on at the police department. Chance? It's got to be more than just that. So, if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the real one. Which, in turn, means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye. Oh no! But wait, that verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial. Which is why we examined the incident in the police department today. But there's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There yet remained the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department. Seems to me, this boy's got the draw on you, in more ways than one. Womp womp. Wow. All of the mysteries at the police department have been resolved, no doubt about that. Our sole murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Skye. The testimony of one Miss Angel Star is completely incontestable. You have a response. Make it a single word or less. Arg. Oh, I wouldn't have gone with that word, Phoenix. But, you know. I rest my case. I'll just say, no. That'd be my word. No. Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time disproving the alleged murder at the police department. There's no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security camera's tape really was fake. But I didn't realise that would end up proving Lana guilty. What do you mean you didn't realise that? Objection! Hold it! Hold it! Your Honour, wait! The defence is an objection. A scientific objection. Right? What do you mean, right? Mr. Wright, are you this girl's guardian? Your Honour, in a sense. Please, Your Honour, all I'm asking for is a minute of your time. Please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please. I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3. How very generous. I was kind of in shock. I mean, finding out the SO9 incident referred to the Joe Dark killings. She mentions it. The names of both Sky sisters were in that. But that's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day. So I knew his fingerprint had nothing to do with the crime. That left only one thing. The other handprint. I mean, the traces of blood found on Detective Gumshoe's locker. But no fingerprints were found on it, right? Oh, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. So I ran over there and looked at it again. So, did you find anything? No. Huh? Sorry, I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all. Is that all? Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student. I'm just an attorney. But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have. We can't find something wrong with them. Please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. If anyone can save Lana, it's you. Me? Oh boy. Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright. With regard to the incident at the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain? Yes, it does. It appears the defence is troubled by the other blood mark. Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. Is there a problem with this? Mr. Wright, I'm so sorry I can't be of more use. Still, I can't find anything wrong with that blood mark. Lana will be. Answer my question. The blue badger was there, my your honor. The blue badger! could be wrong with that handprint? Let me see. I object. You have evidence. The blue badger. The handprint left at this crime scene clearly shows a contradiction. The only thing that seems clear is your grasping, Mr. Wright. You wish you're grasping you mean? Boom. I'm sorry. I've been staring at pretty intently at those floor plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them? Strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is missing. Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on there? Yes. Something that, when drawn, will completely change the meaning of the blood mark. Let us pray the defense isn't simply trying to buy time. This fucking thing with a fucking handprint. This fucking blue fucking fuck-ass badger. Go. What about that piece of plywood? The blue badger! Mascot of the police force. Defender of truth. Guardian of proof. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Finally, this fuck is relevant. Yes. I can finally leave. Oh, finally. Yes, the blue badger. Yay. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Please look at the floor plans of the crime scene. The blue badger is not there. So. You sound country now. So watch what happens when we put him in. Do. Well, you're blooming our badgers right now, bro. She blew on my badger till I police on her. No. Okay. That didn't work. Well, watch. Gasp! That's right. So as long as the blue badger is dancing here, it will be impossible to place a handprint at this spot on the locker. What? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. So that means just exactly what does that mean? It means it can't be done. So you're saying blood traces were undeniably found in that locker? Don't look at me, I didn't put it there. Mr. Wright, think very scientifically. Emma, on that afternoon, Officer Meekins was the one who brought the blue badger to the evidence room, right? After he put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker. That must mean this blood mark was left there before the blue badger was brought in. Missiles on my samurai dog. My gaudy dog till I blew on her badger. She aces on my attorney till I raise my objection. Boom. Cinema. Just one moment, I will not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my courtroom. They sound far-fetched, Your Honour, but it's the only possible explanation. On February 21st, in the police department's evidence room, blood was spilled not once, but twice. See? Ooh. Twice. But how? One time was captured on this tape, taken by the security camera. The other one was not. Officer Meekins cut his hand from which a trivial amount of blood fell. The problem is, the other time, someone bled prior to the struggle shown on this tape. It had to have been Detective Goodman, when he was really murdered. That's ridiculous. I refuse to accept your absurd claim. The murder portrayed in the security camera has been proved to be a fake. However, It does not explain the blood mark found on the locker. So then, assuming this murder you purport really happened, when did it take place? I demand you show evidence that proves when it occurred. I did the first incident. Whenever that first person went. Right to Officer Meekins being cut by Jake Marshall, who was posing as Detective Goodman. Mouthful. Another incident took place in that evidence room. That's right. The blood mark on the locker proves this. Very well. Then tell us, when did this first incident occur? Mr. Edgeworth said proof must be presented. 7777 4:20 PM. Oh, blaze it! I think. Crime took place inside the evidence room, and the killer had to have entered it. In order to do so, an ID card would have been required. An ID card? Oh! The ID card record. Officer Meekins brought the blue badger panel into the evidence room at... Let's see here. 4:50 PM. Crime took place before that time, it would have to be 4:40 PM. Ah! Man, fucking Edgeworth! You fucking killed someone again! Oh my god. Edgeworth! I told you after last time, you need to stop killing people. I can't help you get away with it every time. Miles Edgeworth, just what have you done? I never would have figured you had the nerve, boy. Drop the act, witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure out it couldn't have been me. Nope, I ain't getting it. I'm afraid I don't understand either. It's clear from the luminol test that blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood. That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away by the real murderer. I would have had just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible. That would mean the crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room. Wow. Wow. Let's go to the chart again. There's only one other card number that remaining. 77777777. 7 sevens. Talk about a lucky number. Great. That doesn't make sense. How could Detective Goodman have entered the evidence room? Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand, he must have entered along with the real murderer. That's the only plausible explanation. He went in with 77777777777777. Whoa. Mr. Edgeworth, please look into this ASAP. Find out whose ID number this 777777 belongs to. That's 1 7 too many, Your Honour. Fortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that ID card. At least, at present. What? Explain yourself, son. The ID number 77777777 belongs to someone with the rank of captain or higher, someone who is a so-called executive officer. We don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity. Wow, I wonder who that could be. That's ridiculous, just how... I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There is one situation in which we can be granted such authority. An official charge filed against an executive is accepted. An official charge? You're all alike, aren't you? With your cover-ups and your forgeries. That's how the prosecutor's office operates. Objection! 99.9% accuracy on that one. Take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I would appreciate it if you kept your slander to yourself. Slander, is it? Okay. Let me ask a question. No, not to you. To her, the defendant sitting over there. Your own little executive. What? Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder. Of course we've looked up her ID number, and it's not 7777777. Don't play me for a fool, partner. That's not what I want to ask. All I want to know is one thing about that incident. The SO9 incident. Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. That trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence? Gag. Do you need the witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor? I heard him fine, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the time, occasionally, we felt the powerlessness of the law. At least, I did. Lana! I became the prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realised it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law. Defendant, what are you saying? I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in court? Can you look me, an investigator in that crime, in the eye and say that you did? Chief Prosecutor, you didn't! I don't have to, Officer Marshall. Why won't you answer him? Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to, in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. But Lana, even if it involved forging evidence. Bruh. Who is we, bro? That's all I needed to know. See? That's what I'm talking about. No! No! Order! 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 Honest remarks caused such a stir. The chaos in the courtroom could not be quelled. The conclusion of that trial would have to wait until the following day. Whoa! Freaky. Freaky, bro. I'm gonna go to the toilet and feed the cats, because they are meowing. They're meowing. I love saving my progress. I love saving my progress. Woo. Love it. Woo. I love saving my progress. You get to stare at Charlie the plant. With no music. You get to sit in the void. Because I'm evil. I'm evil. Time to feed these cats. And go to the toilet. I'll keep going for a bit more. I was going to stop at 3 hours, but I don't... it depends on how we are at the 3 hour mark. Maybe we'll go a bit longer, or if I feel like we're not going to finish it soon at that point, I will wait until Thursday, and the update will be out. So we get to go easy mode. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to go now. So take this time to get a drink. I don't need to get a drink because I've got fucking 6 of them. So yeah. But use this time to go to the toilet, have a drink, go poop. Well, only if you're not me, because I spend like 20 minutes at a time pooping. So let's not do pooping if you're me. If you're a speedrunner, do go for it. But anyways, I'm gonna go for a couple of minutes. Goodbye. I am back. I don't think I took too long, but still. These cats misbehaving. Bro, put the food down, but still running in the room trying to get Thomas food. It's just tiring. You think they would learn, but it's like as they're getting older, they're getting even less patient. It's like, oh, lay down. Really struck gold the first time with Tom, because all these cats taking advantage of me. Oh, I don't even want to stay in my room. I put him in my room. I gave him some treats because they were being so mean. Running in and trying to eat his food. Both his dry food and his wet food. Because they're evil. Hey, honey. Oh, you don't have to go. You can go on the bed. Do you want to go on the bed? Did you sit on there? Please don't go on my desk though. Because you're gonna be funny. Come on then. There you go. You go on there for a bit. You can have a nap. You can have a nap. He just likes to go on my bed sometimes, but I don't think he wants to go on there right now. He likes to make biscuits on the fluffy things and then have a nap. But I don't know if he's in a nap mood right now. He's doing the biscuits though. Anyways, I am back. Wow, it's 3:12. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm so sorry for what my sister said. I thought I forged your evidence, mate. Oh, I didn't know. I never knew that the SO9 incident was another name for Joe Dark killings. Where did they get SL from? Well, then again, where did they get the DL? The DL6 incident, I suppose. Put random letters together. Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings but me. You and me both, Phoenix. Like, what the fuck happened, bro? Anna wanted Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me. What do you mean, what happened to you? It's all there in the file. Joe Dark's last victim was Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He murdered Officer Marshall's brother. He left behind an incriminating piece of evidence. But what did you have to do with those killings then? On the night Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me. What? He tried to kill you? Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me. So that means you. Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial. See that one coming, except for me when I read the case notes and it said she was a witness. What? The biscuit. Very cute. Oh, I thought I should talk to him. It happened 2 years ago. It's right about this time of the year too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day, unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office. Joe Dark. It seems like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and started screaming at me. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up. Jake Marshall's brother. Joe Dark tried to take me hostage. Before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then, what happened? I'll never forget it. Lightning struck, and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. What I saw then burned a permanent picture into my mind. I still see it now. Do you have a picture? Do you draw it for me? Draw it for me. I don't remember the moment where Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall. But you weren't able to testify about that. No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why she made up the crime. Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence? The prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence and Mr. Edgeworth used it. Edgeworth? Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. Oh, obviously, did you not gauge his reaction when Lana said she forged evidence and he was like, what the hell was that? See how shocked he was? He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumours about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean. It's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened. But it's true. Even though he may not have known it, Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence. After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold, like she is today. She's not been able to face up to what she did, especially not to Emma. I have no picture. What did you see in the instant that crime occurred? Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. The Marshall stabbed right in front of this poor girl. I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently I passed out. When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms. Anna, you've been through so much. I couldn't bring myself to testify about that incident. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good. She did draw a picture. Boom! 2 years ago. I've been 14. That's understandable. You have the picture, for reference. Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies. Find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way Lana would never have to forge any. See, I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. There's still something that bothers me about that. Something puzzling. Oh, this is time for a puzzle! Professor Layton, no! Oh, I love a good puzzle. No! Again. Hey, honey. You doing? You doing? Oh, you can come here, sit on my lap. Jump on the desk. Little old man, he is. Little old man. Oh. Emma. What is it? You said you were in Lana's office at that time, right? That's right. Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor. Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day. Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police? Of course. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office. But why did he run all the way over to your sister's office? Because the detective offices in the questioning room are right across from the elevator. Across from the elevator? But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she? No, silly, didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. She was the best in the entire force. What? That's news to me. After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor. Lana used to be a detective. I better have another talk with her. Find me. Meow, 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 meow. Background, I just fed her. I fed not even 10 minutes ago. She's already meowing. Stop. Lana, Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble. Falsifying evidence? I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing foul, so why should we? But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty. Believe me, I understand the risks. Lana, Emma told me about you. Oh? About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SO9 incident was the reason for your transfer in the prosecutor's office. That's right. Can you fill me in on the details? Especially about that unusual change of jobs. I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright. A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today, not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one, 2 years ago. Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be. That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth. You helped, Emma. At that trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is, at 5:15, there was no murder at the police department. Tell me it's not true, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said. About you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us? Emma, this doesn't involve just me. I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so phased before. Whoa. It's true, I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. She was amazing. Oh, this fucking guy again, bro. Wow. She looks so fucking good there. She looks so good in that picture. Like, yummy. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together. Chief Gant? He was the deputy chief of police back then, but he still worked the crime scenes. Damon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be. They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed. Really idolises our big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened? I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was to gain experience investigating crime scenes so you could use that experience in court, right? Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. Maybe I should ask more about this investigation there 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was the second in command of the detectives investigating Dark. In command? That means the investigation lead was Damon Gant, right? Yes, Deputy Chief Gant and I share the same office. And the same investigations. The same office, you say? Whoa! Had the same office. We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall, and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place. He tried to murder Emma. Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark. See, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me. Now you tell us. Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages and Dark must have suddenly panicked. Well, you probably went to go and look for fucking Damon Gant, bro. You shared the same office. You know. So he waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down, then fled the room. There he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself. That's where he found me. So you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana. It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark about to say Drake. Rude. That's gay. When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood. 3 bodies? Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who had passed out, and the suspect, Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and laid unconscious. To be honest, I panicked. So Emma carried her out of the room and just held her. Can't blame her. After all, her sister must have gone through. After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest. Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident. That's right. Quite a coincidence, I don't buy it. What are you saying? There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident, just by chance. That case was solved 2 years ago. At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved. Mr. Marshall, yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Since his brother died, he's changed completely. Yes, he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark. It doesn't end with the closing of the case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories. That case just might not be over yet. Paul was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right? Yes, in the office that Damon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupies by himself. The Chief's office. Maybe we should have a look at the Chief's office. The site of the final SL9 murder. Oh, new location unlocked. I'm gonna... Oh, I was gonna get the charger. Wow, a lot of Damon Gant mentions. He's not going to be relevant whatsoever. He's just there, guys. He's just there. In the background. But being brought up at every point. Yeah. Ooh! Whose bald head am I going to have to tap now? I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere. Things seem kind of quiet around here today. Right. Chief of Detective seems the same though. Why don't we go look for some other people to talk to? Right, we can come back here later. I'll type him. Howdy, Bambina. I'm Mr. Marshall. I never thought things would turn out this way when I woke up this morning. Que sera sera. You never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambina? I should have known my luck would run out when old Billy dried up this morning. Billy? Be his pet cactus. Say, where are you headed? Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner. Mr. Marshall, why did you do it? I had a prospect just head west. If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one. Will you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall? Would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today. No, you won't. No, you won't be. Someone was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. What do you mean, fishy? Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon. The murder weapon? You mean that switchblade knife with the broken tip? That was Joe Dark's, alright. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised. A question? The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained. What does that mean? Phoenix, don't ask what does that mean. You should know what that means. It means there is a good chance that knife was not the murder weapon. What? For real? For real, mate? However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased. Facts had been sealed with forged evidence. That case left behind many scars on all of us. Scars the SL9 incident left behind. Brother's dead, that's probably why. I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together. How old was he, your brother? He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honour that very day. The highest honour? You mean the King of Prosecutors? I knew it. Looking at me like that for? That's an honour for a prosecutor. Marshall must have really been close with his brother. The day the SL9 incident took place, the same day as... That's right. It was the day of the evidence transfer. Well, yeah, obviously. Interesting. It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty. There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Not suspicious in any way. Oh my god, my VTube studio crashed. Bring me back. Bring me back. Bring me back. Please. Wobble, 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 wobble. Oh, we're back. Miss Starr was fired and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room. What about Detective Goodman? If they did summon him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious. Hey. Who are you talking about? I don't know if he looks like a Chad. He kind of looks like he always sits in the cook chair in a hotel, but that's just me. He just looks like that chair is made for him, you know? Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gant and Lana Skye. What? Who would have said so? Who would have thought such a thing? Preposterous! Oh my god, Damon Gant is what? What? The investigation lead, Damon Gant, and his second in command, Lana Skye. Oh yeah, it's a bit weird actually, got a fucking promotion and everyone else lost their jobs. Duh. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah. Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she left. Huh? Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Skye was totally different when she was a detective. He mentioned it. I said something like that too. Tell me, what happened to my sister? Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out. A secret. It all started 2 years ago. So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, Pardo? Certainly enlightening. There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. Well, yeah, he was. Yeah, because he was fucking gobsmacked. Everyone can see that. Like, the moment it said false evidence, he was like, oh my god. Oh my god, what have I done? You know? He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. Someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Gant. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. Who's number one? I'm number two. I mean, I won't even be patrolman after today. Poof! He went poof and go. Too bad I won't be around to work with you when you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina. I'm gonna get murdered. What? Anything to be said about the Blue Badger now? The Blue Badger is still writhing around today. Do 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 do. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy. It's the same thing you said the other day, Phoenix. Can I take out batteries? I just can't help feeling going to do something naughty. This is the same thing you said last time. Please, 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 please. I want to see. Oh. Where is she? What do they do to her, my wife? Everyone's probably busy looking into what happened, what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are. We proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15. Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case. But instead it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty. Yes, I do miss her. Where the fuck is she? She needs to come back right now. I want to have lunch. I want to have lunch. I want to have an Angel Star lunch. Hang in there, Lana. Got to find out. Come back. He was here 2 seconds ago. He's no longer going to be on this mortal plane, though, because he's going to get his fucking neck snapped by Damon Gant. But he was there. Well, it depends on which detective marshal you mean, because both of them are probably going to die now, so. Cursed bloodline. Edgeworth! I love Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth isn't here. Maybe he's being questioned by an inquiry committee. He took a real beating in court today. Yeah, with Lana admitting to falsifying evidence 2 years ago. So weird how everything is coming to fuck Edgeworth up right now. How peculiar. How weird. Oh, I just went here. Whoops. No, no nice things today. You can blame Damon Gant. You can blame him. He's gone under the radar. Said no one. Said no one. Where can I go? Where am I going? Lana, help me. Do you know what the Blue Badger is? Do you know what the Blue Badger is, Lana? What the fuck is that? Fuck you. I don't want to hear about the Blue Badger. Look at the case file. No! No! You wanna find do you wanna know about that? Stop it. Stop it, Phoenix Wright. I'm going. I like Lana. I like Lana. She's not going about it the best way, but you can understand. Understand where she's coming from. She's just not going about it the right way. I'm going to show you evidence outside of court. What the hell are we doing? What the? All we had to do was talk to him and go back to the criminal affairs department. I'm gonna have to touch this man's bald head again to get progress on the story. The place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted. That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes. Oh, if you're looking for others, they're all in the conference room. Oh, thank you, bald guy that's never fucking spoke to me. Except for that one time I had to click you on your head to progress the story last time. The chief prosecutor saying what she did and the decision about what to do about Mr. Edgeworth. Not to mention our statement to the media in tomorrow's trial. There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. Festive is the word usually used for those. Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office. Use the connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor. Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything. Hey, you're right, you can't go in there, it's off limits. Now I see why Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the Chief's office. That's all we have to do. This guy has progressed the story twice now. He's getting close to main character status. I don't like it. That's your fucking office, is it? Why is there a massive fucking organ in your office, bro? What? I'm going to play the organ. He is. Whoa, where am I? The chief's office, silly. At least that's what he said on the door. It's a church organ. Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it? Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Buck. Buck from the Vines. My boy wants to leave my room. I thought well, I did fucking read that. I never could remember where C was. Emma Sky, you are not being subtle at all. There ain't no way that didn't alert the entire department. But we've done! But we've... Skip. I hate this guy. Oh, it's you two. Just get it. Put that paper he was reading. Put that paper he was reading in his desk. So, righto. Have you been swimming lately? No, I haven't. I've been busy lately. I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too of Mr. Marshall's misconduct and Lana's provocative statement. Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence? 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies! See that big picture on the wall over there? Oh, there's something on that trophy. Weird, that's not on the trophy right now, on that fucking jar. Crazy, mate. That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. We took it to commemorate our work together. It's not right with this picture. I can't quite seem to... Phoenix Wright. Phoenix fucking stupid right. Gant, go Team Gant. Woo! I hate him so bad. Scary orange man. Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together. Oh, but this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it? That case has long since been over, there's no need to investigate it anymore. I'm saying we'd still like to have a look around. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. Now hurry up and get out, I have a meeting to attend. It's like we aren't welcome. Seems that case isn't over with yet after all. What do you mean? Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there. You mean, like a clue? Be a way we can get inside the chief's office. By pushing him down the stairs and stealing his keys. That's the way. Beat him to death. What? Who said that? Who said that, bro? You know how we can get into the office? Do you have a key? No. No! It all goes back to this bold man. Hey pal, Detective Gumshoe, aren't you supposed to be in a meeting? I'm just taking a breather. My feet hurt. From sitting so long? Actually, from serving everyone coffee. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop. Say, have either of you two seen Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? No. Why'd you ask? He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battle's between you two in court. Sounds serious. Is it because of what my sister said? That's basically what it all boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after its blood. Yikes. My goat! My goat! My fucking goat! But why would Edgeworth be blamed? Not like he knew the evidence was forged. Last guy's the guilty party here, isn't she? Regardless, the prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court. Not only that, but as you know, there have been a lot of rumours going around about Mr. Edgeworth. It's amazing talents his prosecutors kept him safe from those who don't like him. But now, with this, there are really so many people who hate him. In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know of for making enemies. Hey, Dick! Whoa! Keep up the good work. Yes, sir. Let's go out for lunch again sometime. My treat. Yes, sir. You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick? Yes, sir. You don't have any problem with enemies. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Through all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack. Edgeworth's got crack? That's not very legal. Actually, I took a look at the farm earlier where the coffee was brewing. Really concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything? The only evidence Dark left behind was during his final attack. Final attack? You mean when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, he was trying to protect some girl. He's like, some girl? It's me! It's me! That girl was me! Detective Gumshoe never realised Emma was a girl. That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all. Well, what was it? Oh, let's see. It had something to do with a murder weapon. Oh, I forget. Look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay? Powers of recollection never fail to impress. Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory. I'm gonna show you a knife. I'm gonna show you a knife, Gumshoe. I'm gonna draw a knife on you. Don't freak out. It's a knife. About this. Hey, is that... It has a tag attached to it with the label SO9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of. What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker. On the day Detective Gibbon was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker. It was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler. That's it! Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me. Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again. I know now. Oh, phew, it didn't overwrite that one. Joe Dark was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman. Businessman? What made him take to serial killing? One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car. His car? So it was an accident. An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal. An animal? He killed a man that witnessed the accident. Then he killed a lady who saw the second crime. Fucking hell, he killed everyone, bro. Seems he was a pretty careless animal. Of course, it's all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence. So he turned himself in. Yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim, Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily Dark was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed. Emma's just in the corner like... This knife, which Joe Dark's, was... Please keep me on... Let me stream. Oh my god. What the fuck is happening? Oh, we're back. My VTube Studio is fucking not working now. Oh, wow. The 5,000 years that it took to, it took 5,000 years to upload the VOD of Turnabout Samurai because it crashed. And I'm like, oh, thank God it hadn't crashed since. I only got the VOD up, like, yesterday at, like, midnight. Despite having the computer on and starting the process at 9:30 in the morning. And I didn't get the VOD up until past midnight. I was able to get every other VOD up yesterday during the day, and it was really easy because there were no crashes. And now this fucking thing has crashed. Again. I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose my shit because I was only gonna stop at around the 3-hour mark anyways. So for it to stop right at the 3-hour mark, I'm gobsmacked. I am fucking gobsmacked. He was carrying the knife inside his butt. Oh, found deep inside the stab wound. Match Dark's knife? You bet. Down to the last fibre. Butt fluff. That's pretty conclusive. Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know. Can I ask you one more thing? What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gant. It's not money, but it does concern the Chief. His office is a crime scene, right? Oh my God, it's still saying I'm going offline. Oh wait, I need to refresh and check this shit because I'm really concerned. I'm so concerned. Wow. Wow. I'm gonna go. Sorry for the abrupt finish. I'm gonna stitch this together and hopefully not lose my fucking mind uploading the VOD. I'm gonna save, and on Thursday we are going to start where we just finished. Where we finished here, like nothing happened. And yeah. I can't believe this. I can't believe they've done this. Oh my God. I can't believe they've fucking done this to me. I'm gonna come back on Thursday with a clear mind. And not cry. It says I'm still streaming, but I go on my stream manager and it says that I'm offline. Though Streamlabs says that I am online, I don't fucking know. Oh, I will be back. Oh, and it says I'm back. It says I'm fucking back again. It's like, what the fuck? I'm gonna lose my mind. Let me recalibrate myself, and on Thursday I will continue where I left off without a crash. Hopefully, stitch together the VOD and not lose my mind. Thank you for turning up, people who have turned up. I can't believe that. I can't believe my stream crashed. This is the one thing I didn't want to happen after the amount of effort it took to put up the last VOD where I crashed. I'm gonna bash my head into the desk now. But thank you for turning up and thank you for seeing me. It was so lovely to see you all. And I am gonna be back. Not tomorrow, but the day after. And the Trilogy update will be here too. So hopefully things are easier if I do struggle. But why would they do this to me? Why would they do this to me? Why? Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Thank you and goodbye.